your everything on the data. Merong mga simpleng tanong, i-overthink mo, but the best way to simplify it is hanap ka ng data, ipapakita mo yan kay client. So what do I say by that? No? May mga situations kasi na hindi pwedeng puro emotion lang dito eh. Bad trip ka, o bad trip ka sa kung saan ka galing, hindi pwedeng dalhin dito. Kasi kapag ka nagkamali ka ng numbers dito, medyo tagilid tayo dyan. Okay, so ito ay, so let's see if this is for you. So if you actually want to enter the digital advertising industry, kasi kahit Amazon PPC lang ang aralin mo sa ngayon, at any point in time na biglang mawala si Amazon, kaya mo pa rin mag-pay-per-click sa ibang platform. So hindi ka mawawalan ng trabaho. Mawalan ka man, yung skill set mo, hindi na siya, kumbaga hindi ka na matatakot. May skill set ako sa advertising eh. Di ba yan yung worry natin? Kapag sinabi kasing freelancing, parang hindi stable. Tama ba? Yan yung kinakatakot? Tama ka, tama. Freelancing, hindi naman stable yan. Pag tinanggal ka ng client mo, wala ka na. Don't worry guys, that was my notion before. And that's the exact reason why inaral ko si Amazon PPC. Kasi kahit tanggalin ako ng client na to, masasabi ko sa possible or sa potential next client na may experience ako. I know what I'm doing. Hence, ang rate mo para ma-hire ulit mas malaki. Kasi specialized na yung skill set mo eh. Kumbaga, yung pagkawala ng isang client, o kaya halimbawa, bigla ka nabuisit sa isang client, hindi nagbabayad on time. May ganyan ako, may technically, may finire akong client a few months ago, a month ago. Hindi siya nagbabayad on time. I fired that client. Sarap, di ba? You hire and you fire your own client. Hindi ko akalain na sasabihin ko siya on a webinar like this. But yeah, it happened. Kasi hindi aligned yung values namin eh. Hindi ako masaya. Siyempre, mukhang pera si Coach Dean. Oh, sino pa dito mukhang pera? Type nyo in the chat box, mukha akong pera. Diba? Mukha akong pera. Yes. So, mga mukha tayong pera. Amin natin yan, di ba? And that is actually to motivate us, right? And to make sure that our bills are paid. We have bills to pay. Yan, nagpapano lang tayo ng pera dito? Nagtatay tayo ng pera dito? Pardon my French, but hindi tayo ganun. No? So, I fired that client. So, whatever happens, you can hire or fire anyone. And actually, I fired another client just last month. Kaya very free ang ko ngayong April. Like I mentioned earlier, when we started this, ilang oras lang ako nagtatrabaho this week. Total na yan in 1 week. So, ano ginagawa ko on the rest of the... Diba? So, 10 hours lang. Baby, less pa. Gusto niyo i-confirm yan? Kung talagang yan lang yung tinabaho ko? Gusto niyo ba i-confirm yan? Meron akong kilala dito na kayang i-confirm yan. Basta, yun na yun. Oh, si Dina, yes daw. Ayan. So, the next thing is, how do I know that Amazon PPC, being an Amazon PPC expert is for me? You don't have to be good in math. Guys, another kwento for you ha. May nakarinig na ba ng UP Open University dito? Type UPOU kung narinig nyo na siya. Type no in the chat box if you haven't. So UPOU, oy, hello kay Rupert. I was part of UPOU in 2016, no? So I had to study some general subjects before. And knowing that I suck in math, basic math lang ng first year college, bagsak ko pa siya. What? Coach, 5 ka? Sa UP pa yon? Yes, guys. Wala akong makakopyahan eh. UPOU kasi is kumbaga distance learning education siya. So dyan ako unang nabuhay. Kaya magaling ako mag-research and all that. Na you have to get all your resources. Kasi may papagawa yung professor nyo. Virtually, gagawin mo siya. May mga write-ups, may mga essay, and all that. So you have to read it. Math. I sucked at it. So I wasn't good in math. What I was good on is analyzing it. What happened? No? So yung mga formula na yan, I'm not so good at that. Kasi may mga spreadsheets naman tayo. Nalalagay mo lang doon yung formula. Pa-plug in mo lang yung numbers. It will do the math for you. Yes or yes? Yes. So, ayan. So, I'm not good in math at all. Kahit simpleng 10 plus 15, medyo nahihirapan ako dyan. Kahit nga left and right, nahihirapan ako. So, you see, it's all about analyzing what's going on with the numbers. Bakit bumaba? Kasi may ginawa akong ganito. Bakit pataas siya? Kasi magbebenta season na eh. Like for example, last Christmas, sabi ng client, ang ganda ng benta natin ah. Client, kasi Christmas na, magbibigayan na sila ng regalo sa US. Hence, pataas. Napakadaling i-explain, di ba? So, ganun lang hahanapin mo. Ano yung meron sa pattern ng numbers? Kasi hayaan mo na yung spreadsheets na mag-math para sa'yo. Now, that is your best friend, okay? You just need to be highly detail-oriented. So, paano yun? Wala akong alam paano ko magiging highly detail-oriented. So, you just have to still continue learning while you are doing that experience. Next question is, does age matter? No, we have a lot of students who felt na sila yung usual na parang, hindi na ako pwede dyan kasi matanda na ako. But you will see a lot of our students na, no, it does not define them. In fact, dahil nga may age sila, may wisdom sila, they're actually able, para ma-overcome yung challenges. And sila pa yung talagang makikita mong committed na every time na mayroon kaming masterminds, makikita mo sila dun. Sila pa yung mas madalas, alam mo, makuda, na parang mommy mo, daddy mo, ganyan. Kasi they want to share na ano yung challenges nila, paano nila na-overcome, so they can actually inspire other students. So may 50 plus, may 60 plus, nakakatuwa, nakakataba ng puso na malaman na talagang committed sila. So 43, 45, technically bata pa kayo. So ayan, okay? So does age matter? Definitely, no, it doesn't matter. What matters is your commitment to yourself and where you want to be in the next year, 3 years, and 5 years. Okay? Do I have to be a graduate? Ayan, si Coach din, hindi nakatapos kasi naglandi ka agad. So ayun, hindi ko natapos ang UPOU ko. Wala na. Wala akong pag-asa, tapos na yung 8-year residency. Graduate si Coach din? Hindi po. Hindi. As long as kaya mo. And again, I will put this word back again. Commitment. Yung determination mo. Okay? Marunong ka magbasa? Yes, that's good. Alright? Marunong ka magbasa? Kaya mo mag-communicate in English? That's good. Kaya mo magkalikot ng computer ng kahit konti? That's good. Do I have to be fluent in English? No. Guys, ang expectation sa atin ng mga ibang taga-ibang bansa is medyo babako-bako talaga ang English natin. Pero kung halimbawa magaling ka naman makipag-usap nang hindi napapaae, well, you're already good for them. But are they expecting us to be good? No. What they're expecting us is the results. Okay, kahit nahirapan ako mag-communicate sa'yo, basta nakukuha mo yung mga gusto kong mataas benta, mababa ACOS, masaya na ako dyan. Meron pa nga mga clients na hindi talaga sila kumakausap ng mga PPC manager nila. Kasi, reports lang. Like, sasubmit lang na report. As long as nakikita ni client na maganda yung resulta, wala tayong call. Si Eladio, grade 1 ang tinapos ko, pero nakakabasa, marunong mag-computer kahit konti. Okay na yan. Yun ang importante kasi kung hindi tayo makapagbasa, makakaintindi, sasabihin ko na sa inyo, hindi pwede. Just very, very rare. Very rare. Okay? Okay. And if you are actually looking to grow your skills and eventually your earnings, kasi when you learn, you what? When you learn, drop nyo lang yung letter L. When you learn, you earn. nabasa ko tong kay John Miyaka. Okay. Sabi niya dito is, ang hirap maglagay sa CV and resume na hindi ako nakatapos. Feel ko, hindi mapapansin ang application ko. Ba't napansin niyo sa akin? You just have to put their undergraduate. That's it. They won't ask kasi they don't mind at all kung undergraduate ka or graduate ka. As long as you can deliver, that's fine. Okay? Yun na nakalagay sa aking sa aking resume. Nakalagay doon yung school, pero nakalagay doon undergraduate. Pagdating sa interview, wag kayo mag-dive doon na hindi ako nakatapos. Mag-dive kayo into something na dapat ninyo talagang pag-usapan. Okay? Ang term namin dito sa masterminds namin is don't open a can of worms. Focus kayo kung ano dapat yung gawin, business. Kasi kapag hinayaan mo yung sarili mo na mag-suck in dahil may kulang ka, how can you provide value to your client? Because the main consideration is first to provide value. Kahit pa sabihin natin, tinatawag natin na DC or discovery call, pakitang gilas ka na. Huwag mong dyan yung, okay, alam mo na sa sarili mo na undergraduate ka eh. Yun pa ba ang gagamitin mong weapon? Alam mong weakness mo na yun. Siyempre, hanap ka ng ibang strength mo. Kung halimbawang sinabi, I can see here that you're undergraduate. Yes, I am. But I can definitely help you with your kineme. Nasa pagsasalitaan yan. So, paghandaan nyo. So, halimbawang, alam yung weakness, na alam yung pwede kayong tanungin, paghandaan nyo na yung sasagot nyo. Kasi kapag tinanggap nyo na yung pagkukulang ninyo sa sarili ninyo, di ba? Talagang pagkukulang, di ba? Kasi yan din ginawa ko eh. Alam ko pagkukulang ko yun, di ba? Lalo na sa mga dito sa Pinas, di ba pagka undergraduate ka, tapos may mga interview, parang baba ng tingin sa sarili mo. Doon, guys, wala. Kaya tuwang-tuwa ako dito sa, sa niche na to, or kahit makipagtrabaho ka lang sa taga-ibang bansa, they don't mind. Okay? So, sorry, ang daldal ko, nauuhaw ko na nauuhaw. So, ayan na nga. So, I hope may natutunan kayo despite that. It's just very, I hope I was able to help. No? And of course, this, how do I know that being an Amazon PPC expert is for me who wants to master one skill at a time? Kasi like what I said sa inyo, kapag master nyo si Amazon PPC, mas madali na kayo makalabas. Punta kayo sa Walmart, punta kayo sa Google, kasi may understanding na kayo kung paano nag-work ang advertising. Okay? Yan. And if you are, of course, a results-driven person, just like Coach Dean. So, kasi yung iba, sabihin ko sa inyo, yung iba, okay lang na walang resulta for now. Kaya nila maghintay ng 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Pero sa kind of personality ko kasi, kailangan ko makita na I'm doing well kasi that motivates me to do better. Yes? If you are a results-driven person, type RD in the chat box. I want to see sino yung mga katulad ko. I want to share another story. Nung nag-aral ako ng ASBA, sabi ko, ang dami nang aaralin. So, I tried product research. So, sabi ko, sa product research, parang, ang dami mong gagawin. And yet, hindi mo malalaman kung successful ang pagre-research mo ng bagong produkto. Not until it lands on Amazon. And when it makes its first sale. So, that will take how much time? 3 months? 4 months? 6 months? Depende. I cannot. So, flip on table. Product research, Amazon product research is not for me. Okay, bye. So, yan. So, hanap pa ako ng iba, which is Amazon PPC. Sabi ko, uy, maganda ang kitaan. Ganun. And then, when I tested it, nagkaroon ako ng experience, may nag-hire sa akin. Nahirapan ako mag-apply. Yes, lahat naman tayo mahirapan. Kapag may nadalian mag-apply, paano? Teach us how. Okay? So, when I got my experience, natuwa ako kasi yung ginawa ko kahapon, minsan nakikitaan ko na ng resulta ngayon. O kaya probably in the next couple more days. mas madali ko siya nakikita. Mas na-motivate ako na, more. Yan. Yung gigil mo ba? And how do I know that being an Amazon PPC expert is for me? If you're actually aiming for financial freedom, eventually retiring early, funding your passive income, di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, investor and trader na ako ngayon. So, kaya ako nagbawas ng clients. And of course, if you are aiming for flexibility in time, being present with the people who matters the most, or may mga students ako na digital nomad. Like kung nasaan-saan sila sa lupalop ng bansa, ng Pilipinas at sa iba pang lugar. So here are the examples. Malalaman nyo naman na hindi lang sila nasa city. Meron dito nasa Pilipinas, but the rest are not. So may isa may nasa Canada, isa Korea. I think the other one is Singapore. I'm not sure. Who wants to be like these students? Type nomads in the chat box. Digital nomads. I want it, coach. Gusto ko rin to. Parang hindi sila naman problema sa pera. The one of the students are an engineer. Yung isa, aeronautical engineer. Hindi na siya ng aeroplano. So, nakakatuwa. Yan. Nomads, you can live anywhere. You can live anywhere. Yan. So, ayan. So, how can you start as an Amazon PPC expert even if you have no experience or background in freelancing? Okay, so how do we transition from the current active job that we have to becoming an Amazon PPC expert? So, like what I've mentioned, siguro ilang beses na narinig sa akin to, I started with no experience, no? Starting from zero. So starting from nothing, guys, everyone started with nothing. Ang pinaka-hurdle lang naman natin is understanding how advertising works, making sure you take it and you learn passionately. Kasi pag hindi mo yung sinapuso, talagang hindi ka makakapunta sa gusto mong puntahan. Yan ang napansin ko sa mga students namin. Yung commitment should be there. Kasi kapag halimbawa bigla ka na lang sinapak ng buhay, tas yan ang gagamitin mong excuse sa akin, alam ko na kagad na, hindi para sa ito. Right? So how to transition? Siyempre, kailangan natin yung pang work from home office natin, no? So kailangan mo ng either laptop or PC. Kung gusto mong nagtatrabaho ng kung saan-saan, katulad ni Coach Dean, minsan nasa kotse, minsan nasa bahay ng mga in-laws, yan. Kailangan mo ng at least i3 or higher. Okay. Tapos, in terms of the RAM, 8 gigabytes or up or higher, syempre, kailangan mo ng internet. Kailangan yung matibay yan. Like, pagka, mag-down na lahat. So, basta yung stable na wired internet, kumbaga very reliable ang word na hinahanap ko. Yan, you would like to have a backup internet. So, ako, ang meron lang ako is yung phone ko, which is madalas ko naman kasama. So, yan lang, mobile hotspot lang. And then, backup sa backup pa is, kasi naka-globe ako, so bumili pa ako ng smart na hotspot. Ano ba? Basta yung mobile wifi. Para in case na walang signal si Globe sa pupuntahan namin, may smart ako. So, yan, pwede din na Starlink. Okay na ba i7 4th gen, 16 4th gen? Parang ipang ilang gen na ba ang i7? So check mo kung pang ilang gen na ang i7 and tignan mo kung kaya pa ba na mabilisan kasi usually iba makikita mo na ang bagal mag-boot and all that. So yan. And of course, you would need a webcam and a headset. Hindi naman laging gagamitin ang webcam and headset. But at least kapag kausap mo si client, nagbukas siya ng camera, may makakapagpakita ka din as a sign of respect. Na, oy, nagbukas camera. Okay, makapagpakita din ako. Headset, hindi kailangan yung mamahalin, guys. Kahit yung cellphone headset lang, G na yan. G na yan. Kasi, ang importante dito is magkarinigan kayo, magkaintindihan kayo. Hindi katulad nung sa ginagawa ko dati na real estate, yung mag-cold call ka na kailangan, noise cancelling kinember. Yan, dito hindi naman. Kasi they understand that you are with your family. And sometimes maririnig pa nila yung kids mo and they're fine with that kasi minsan sila din, may kids din sila. But as much as possible is, of course, kung kaya mong sabihan yung mga tao sa paligid mo na may call lang ako so that they can respect your privacy while you're on a call, you know, para din respeto din sa kausap mo, then please do so. Right? Next is, of course, understanding what are your transferable skills. So, ano nga ba yung mga ginagawa ko ngayon na pwede kong gawin sa Amazon PPC? Yan. Maririnig yung mga manok ng kapitbahay. Gerald, sabihin mo, I live in a farm. Do you want a chicken? I can make you tinola. Ayan. So, what are transferable skills? So, here's a great example of a conversation that I had with a student. So, the student was a mechanic in one of the big brands dito sa Philippines, no? So, sabi niya, Coach, ang hirap naman niyang pinapagawa mo kasi hindi ko alam kung ano yung transferable skill set ko. Sabi ko, okay, kung wala namang problema. So, tell me how your day goes as a mekaniko for that big company. Sabi niya, Coach, syempre, maghintay ako dumating yung kotse. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, na ako, kapag may dumating na, i-diagnose muna namin kung ano yung problema. Alamin namin yung problema. Tapos, pagka okay na, nalaman na namin yung problema, ayusin na namin. Okay. So, sabi ko, ayan pala sagot ko eh. Yan na. So, what you're doing is diagnosing the issues and providing possible solutions. Nakuha niyo kung paano ko siya ginawa? It might sound very, very hard to do. Parang, no. So, ganun siya. Okay? So, anyone else who have, ano ba? Meron kami mga students na janitor who is very, very successful in doing Amazon PPC right now. Actually, alam namin na 6-figure earner na siya. Hindi siya marunong sa admin work, so it was the challenge for him. But because nalagay niya yung transferable skills niya in terms of being organized, syempre, di ba, as a janitor, you would have to be organized. You have to make sure that everything would be spick and span. So na-apply niya yun. It's not just about what you can do. It's about the habits that you built while you're doing that work. Okay? Kung meron man yung mga BPO yan, napakadali na lang ng inyo. Okay? Talagang hahanapin nyo lang. Find the right word. Paraphrase nyo. Gamit kayo. Wag naman, kung gagamit kayo ng ChatGPT, guys, gumamit pa rin kayo ng paraphrasing tool. Kasi hindi mo alam kung ilan yung kasama nyo nag-ChatGPT. Baka pare-pares kayo na ilagay sa resume ninyo. Clear? Alright. So next is, once you have identified your transferable skills, you have to prepare your mindset. Kasi guys, talagang marireject tayo. Wala pa akong narinig na hindi na-reject. Ang mga narinig ko na hindi na-reject ay yung mga may backer. Which is madalang. Not unless sobrang, kaya mo na yan. Ba? Madalang yun, guys. So, wag tayong mag-isip na parang we are very, very may kapit and all that. So, you have to prepare your mindset, right? So, madadapa, pero wag titigil. Kasi pag tumigil ka, di ba, mahirapan ka na. Yan. Nagkakakalinamat ako, kababasa ng unfortunately, wag ka mag-alala, you eat it for breakfast. Eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Kapag umay ka na, dyan mo makikita yung congratulations. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa mga students namin. Eat rejections for lunch. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Kasi, meron akong nabasa. Hindi ko maalala. Nabasa ko is when you fail because you did something, kumbaga nag-act ka about it, then you have data. Right? Pero kapag halimbawa when you fail but because you didn't do anything, wala kang data. So, ano yung i-improve mo? Dahil hindi ka nag-try. Diba? So, ayan. So, ano to? This Zoom meeting is very educational kasi dun sa ibang meeting may pa-acting, paiyak-iyak, kwento ng drama buhay speaker. Hoy guys! Kwento rin ng buhay ko to, pero mostly kwento ng mga kwento about sa mga students ko and how in our interaction with them. Kasi it's very enlightening na OMG, it's good na it's nice to know na galing ako doon and now I'm helping people out. So, ayan. Okay. But anyways, prepare your mindset, okay? Eat rejections for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And ito, we did a survey for our students. Bakit ang tagal nyo na nandito sa aming under our wings? Pero bakit wala pa kayong client? Patingin ng calendar ninyo. Let me see what your day looks like, sabi ng isang coach namin. Ay, guys, alam na namin, sa unang tingin pa lang, bakit wala pa silang client? Kasi hindi sila nag-spend ng oras para matuto ng kung ano dapat nila matutunan. How then can universe give you that opportunity kung ikaw mismo hindi ka naglalagay ng time sa calendar o sa day mo para matuto? Sabihin na natin, okay, gusto ko maging Amazon PPC manager by June. Eh mula April, May, wala ka namang ginagawa. Bakit ka bibigyan ng blessing universe? Whereas, okay, simula April hanggang May, gusto ko magkaroon ng client ng June, first week ng June. Ang gagawin ko is let's say every other day, I would spend about 1 to 2 hours doing this. Magre-research ako about Amazon PPC, mag-ayos ako ng resume ko, ng portfolio ko, whatever. Mag-ayos ako ng LinkedIn ko, mag-ayos ako ng social media ko. Dahil ginagawa mo yun, do you think universe will give you that opportunity? Yes or yes? Kasi sinabi mo na ka-universe na, universe, I am ready. Give it to me. Hindi ka naman bibigyan ni universe ng mga blessing kung hindi ka pa handa. Kung ibibigay niya, ipapatikim lang niya sa'yo, tapos biglang alisin niya. It already happened a lot of times. To set aside time to learn and earn. And there is this, ito na naman ako, kwento na naman ng student namin. Ayan, nag-type na si Coach Marcos. So maya paparinig ko sa inyo si Coach Marcos. Ayan. Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. His tip for these rejections is to learn from them. Tweak your next approach, make subtle changes to your conversation flow, pick up or learn additional relevant skills to the role you're going after. Yes. Okay? So, ayan. That's the other story. There is this student, teacher siya. Public school teacher siya. And she was very sweet. And we asked about how her day was or how her day looks like. And then, okay, goes to school, teaches the students. And then, pagdating ng gabi, may bebe time. Hindi nawawala yung bebe time niya. So, tawa kami ng tawa kasi naaaliw kami. Okay, nakapag-set ka ng bebe time. Pero sa Amazon PPC, hindi ka nakapag-set ng time. Natawa din siya. Now, what happened after that is she committed that she will put in the time to learn and earn. And now, wala pang 2 months, 3 months, okay na. Nagkaroon na siya ng work. Just setting aside time to learn and earn. Girl, may binayaran ka ba? Kung wala ka binayaran, then wala. Person with disability, don't worry. If you think this is for you, then it will work for you. Okay? So, and of course, the last thing is, how do you transition? Even if you have no experience, alam mo na, sabihin mo, will you give reasons na dahil ganito ako, then I cannot do this? Dahil ganito ako, hindi ako makakapag-earn ng pera over the internet? O doon ka na lang tatrabaho ka para sa resulta? Because it's reasons or results. You cannot have both. Do you guys agree? Which would you prefer? Do you prefer reasons or results? Type it in the chat box. I have this conversation with my husband. Sabi niya, mag-bawas ka ng, ng weight mo, kasi kailangan mga 5 kilos lighter ka, or 10 kilos lighter. Wala tayong lugar, wala tayong kineme, walang ganyan-ganyan. Sorry, nag-asawa siya ng coach. Sabi ko, hindi mo naman kailangan ng mabilis or malaking lugar para simulan. It's your commitment to your body. It's your commitment to yourself. So what I'm trying to point out is, it's either you give yourself reasons to do it, or dun tayo sa resulta, magbawas tayo ng timbang. Diba? It doesn't matter if it's about your weight. It's about what you want to get. Okay? All right, so what's next is, of course, you have to create your professional profile. So, professional profile, it means that you change your profile pictures, kahit sa social media yan, to something more professional. Okay? So, that's one reason na kahit gustong-gusto ko na nandun yung kids ko sa picture ko, I do not put them there. I just post a lot of stuff about them, but profile picture. Kasi ang nangyayari, sina-cyberstalk tayo ng mga potential clients natin. At the same time, we can actually cyberstalk them. At least just while you're looking for the client. Then you can just change it to whatever you want when you have already landed your dream work. Okay? So next is, ayan. Since sina-cyberstalk tayo ng mga potential clients natin, syempre, ganun din ang gagawin natin sa kanila. We have to cyberstalk them. Number one is to know, legit ka bang tao? Di ba? Baka mamaya scam to. So, yan. And the next thing is, para pag nakausap mo sila, you know where to hit a conversation. Like, example, when I was starting out in this industry, I cyberstalked one of my clients and she has two dogs. So, nung nag-usap kami sa discovery call, I already know that she has 2 dogs and I can ask for the name, di ba? Oh, ayan. Natanong ko and then nagkwento pa siya. Kasi the more na mapakwento mo si client about their personal life, not so much, okay? Not so much, just enough. Then you would know that they would be at ease with you. Kumbaga, discovery call yan eh. So, kailangan maparamdam mo na, uy, okay ako kausap. Okay? So, ayan. Ganon. Prepare your online portfolio. So, ang pinakamadali dito is using Canva, guys. So, if you don't know Canva yet, this is the best time to learn it kasi it's for free. There's a lot of resources there. Marami silang templates on how to build your own online portfolio. If you're a little bit advanced, pwede kayo gumamit ng Wix, yung mga Google sites. You can also do that. Yeah. And then, of course, is you have to start improving your resume and your CVs. Okay? So, definitely, again, we can use with Canva. Yung mga 1-by-1 photos natin, hindi na siya required, guys. Okay? So, wag na. Kahit nga wala ng picture eh. Pero kung gusto mong maglagay ng picture, yung candid. Okay? Kasi yung impression mo doon, it might stay. Addresses are not required. What you have to put there is just the general location of where you are. So, halimbawa, katulad ni Coach Dean, ako nasa Quezon City, Manila, Philippines. I don't have to put 1, 2, 3, blank street, Barangay Kineme. You don't have to do that because security. Security nyo yan as a person. Okay? Hindi naman na kayo pupuntahan, right? But whoever reads that with a bad intention might, we don't know. I don't wanna know. Kasi yan ang number 1. And then keep it to 1 to 2 pages long. Tapos sa mga walang experience, highlight your transferable skills from previous work. Okay? Mahirap na, baka daw may magpadala sa inyo ng mga kontrabando. All right. Now, you would see some cover letter. With our community, I don't provide like a written, kung ano yung parang default cover letter for everyone to use. No? Kasi nangyayari, kinokopya lang nila, hindi nila ini-edit, parang hindi na pinag-iisipan. So, the reason why I'm just doing it like this is I want you guys to think about your cover letter. I want you to think how authentic you would make the receiver feel. no? So you would want to keep it short and sweet, and you have to end it with a CTA. It is the call to action or ask a question. Okay? So, hi, my name is Dean. Ganyan. You don't have to highlight na wala kang experience, but you would want to highlight that you can certainly bring value because of this, this, and this, and this. Okay? And then when, let's say for a great example of call to action is, when is the best time for us to hop on a call? Or would you like me to do a free kineme for you? Okay? All right. Kung klaro ba? Klaro? Hello? Klaro ba, guys? Yes, recto. Very nice. All right. So what are the platforms to actually find clients, no? So ito, go ahead and take a screenshot and make sure na you actually try and apply from here. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. Ayan na. So, we're already to our last agenda for the night, which is, what are the common questions that were asked to Amazon PPC specialists during the interview? But before we go here, are you guys learning something tonight? I want to see. Type me in the chat box. And I want to know, sa mga nag-me, what did you learn? Sige nga, subukan natin. ACOS and ROAS, Canva, ACOS and ROAS, Learn and Earn, what PPC is. Yan. Very nice. Resume, CB Purple. Results matter? Indeed, it does. Ayan. Metrics, yun. Be result-oriented. Resume, results. Okay. I learn how to deal even I don't have experience. Yes, definitely. Be confident. Yes. Be confident, hindi dahil may pagkukulang ka. Be confident because on the other side of your weakness, you have your strengths. Focus on your strengths. Learn and earn a commitment. Ganun. Set your goals. More value. Love your work. Pursue learning. I love. Lakasan ng loob. At, Abigail, dagdag mo dyan. Pakapalan ng mukha. Charing. Invest time. Commitment. Commitment? Trust the process. Use your transferable skills. Yes, hindi pwedeng ganda lang. Kapal ng mukha, girl. Don't focus on the result. Don't focus on the reason. Focus on result. Ayan. Alright. Yes, mga mukha tayong pera dito. But because we're smart enough. Okay. So, I hope nagtagal na ako. Ayan ha, more than 30 seconds na to guys ha. Okay, punta na ako dito. So, hingi na tayo ng tulong. Gusto niyo bang marinig ang boses ni Coach Marcus? Yes or yes? Yes? Ayan. Okay. So, I just want to give you guys a heads up. Coach Marcus is actually the voice of Filipino PPC Masters. So, you'll know later on why. Ready ka na ba magsalita, Coach Marcus? Ano ka ba? G daw, G. Ay, pwede ka na magsalita. Unmute ka na. Ayan.
No-mute pala ako. Ayan, okay na. Good evening, everyone.
Ayan. Good evening, Coach Marcus. So, nandito na tayo sa favorite part natin na the common questions that were asked to Amazon PPC specialists during the interview. So, ayan. So, I need your help in giving me an answer to this side. Okay? Yan.
Depende
So,
kasi yan sa itatanong.
true,
Okay?
true.
Pero common questions that were asked to Amazon PPC specialists during the interview is this: why Amazon PPC? So, bakit nyo napili itong specialization na to or niche na ito? So, this is more of a question that actually tries to find out where your interest lies as a person. Bakit kayo nag-shift to Amazon PPC from your previous career, or why are you planning to jump into the Amazon space or industry, particularly PPC, which is a highly technical skill? Yun yung common na sinasagot ng mga may experience dito is yung normal na we love data. We are strong in analytics, and it's a challenge to interpret the results of the numbers that we see from the account. Yan yung mga common na isinasagot eh. Pero the best way to answer this is by being genuine with your reasons as a person kung bakit Amazon PPC yung sinubukan ninyong pasukin or sinusubukan ninyong aralin or i-master. Okay? So, personally, ang isasagot ko dito, I love a good challenge when it comes to data analytics. And my strong suit is critical thinking as well as analyzing situational issues with an account. So yun yung technical na sasagot ko dyan. Normally, pag akong tinanong ng ganyan. But back then, nung wala pa akong experience, iba rin ang sagot ko dito. So when somebody asked me why Amazon PPC, nung wala pa akong experience, ang sagot ko sa kanila because I found it very interesting. And I do know and understand that numbers always tell a story. And that's where I'm good at interpreting the story that the numbers tells. Yeah. So yun yung sagot ko. Kaya parang nagkaroon ng interest sa akin yung client at that point in time, and binigyan ako ng opportunity.
Sorry, natatawa ko sa chat box. Guys, may, ano to Opo, asawa ko po si Coach Marcos. Ang gwapo daw ng boses mo.
Sorry na.
Bedroom voice. So, ayan. So, that's Coach Marcos for you guys. Okay ba? Ayos? Na-enlighten tayo sa mga sagot ni Coach Marcos o sa boses? Sa sagot o sa boses? Sagot! Both. Yes. All right. So, ayan. So, thank you so much, Coach Marcos. So, ang next na usual question natin is, ayan, can you tell me about yourself? Do note, guys, itong mga questions na to, it's mostly going back to you and trying to make you feel at home. So, Coach Marcos, how would you answer this?
Being a person who's done my fair share of interviews for PPC roles, isa rin ito sa mga common na tinatanong ko sa kanila. And first, let's try to understand kung ano yung reason bakit itinatanong yung ganito. This is more of the character building phase ng interview. Syempre, as a company or as an agency looking to hire some talent, we want to know or get to know at least kung sino yung katrabaho, potential na magiging katrabaho namin. So, this is also the type of question where I found majority of the Filipino people who applied for the position na nagsastumble or nagsastutter, or they cannot cohesively communicate kung sino sila. So, sino nga ba kayo? Sino nga ba ako? It's a matter of being comfortable to talk about yourself, who you are. So when somebody asks me kung sino ako, or can you tell me about yourself, go-to answer would be to tell them that I am a family man. I have 2 kids. And I do have certain times where I dedicate my focus to work during the day. And after that, I spend time relaxing with my family and my kids. And if you're interested to know my hobbies, I am immersed in gaming during my spare time in the day. And I also love to travel. So, simple introduction to who you are as a person. Very surface level lang. Hindi naman kasi kailangan malaman nila kung ano yung mga problema mo na the reason kung bakit naghahanap ako ng trabaho ngayon is kailangan ko ng pera para mabayaran ko yung 60,000 na utang ko somewhere. Hindi ganun. That's not going to help you land a role or a job. Now, it's more of letting them know what type of person you are so that they can actively do their character fitting or culture fitting to see if you are the right person to work with their existing team. So yun. So you just tell them surface level information about yourself. Ano yung hobbies mo, ano yung... We have a method here. We have a method here sinusundan. We call it the Ford method. I don't know if Coach Dean plans to discuss this sa slides niya.
I don't have it on my
Okay.
slides.
Ayan. So we can discuss the Ford method. It's exactly. Ford, yung parang brand na sasakyan. Yeah. So it's more on family, occupation, recreation, and then dreams. That's the acronym: family, occupation, recreation, and then dreams. Now, this is also your introductory format. When somebody asks you this question, can you tell me about yourself? First, tell them about your family. And then tell them about your current or previous occupation. Anong ginagawa mo before? And then tell them something about what you do to relieve your stress and what you do to relax. And then tell them something about that elusive dream that you are chasing. Saan mo gustong makarating in the next 2, 3, 5 years or so. And then that is enough, or that should be enough to give them a decent introduction or a window to yourself. So yun, I'm talking too much already. So I hope it helps.
Yes. May natutunan ba? Okay. I typed it in the chat box what Coach Marcos mentioned: family, occupation, recreation, dreams. And usually, for the people with no experience, I've been I've worked in yung iba may OFW. I worked in Taiwan, ganyan for a good couple of years, and then don't forget to switch it to Amazon PPC. So I'm starting to focus on Amazon PPC in the last months or so, so I can go ahead and help you with your business. Yan, and then recreation, and then dreams. Okay, short term lang sa dreams muna. Yun muna. Yan. I like this yung galing kay Rupert. Thank you very much. It's skills, education, academics, and talent. But you don't want to focus so much on the academics. Like ano yan, mga summa cum laude. Hindi na kailangan yun. So if you're gonna focus on education, you can say that I'm on my spare time or free time, I'm diving into researching more about strategies, about Amazon or advertising per se, whatever. Yeah, I love it. Thank you very much. Okay. We have a few more. Gusto niyo pa ba? Okay na tayo dyan sa dalawang questions na yan. More? Type more in the chat box. More. Okay, bitin pa. Okay, sige. Coach Marcos ba ulit? Si Coach Dean naman. Sorry, my request.
Sige lang.
Right. So the next question is, why should we hire you? Marcus, why should we hire you?
Okay. So at first glance, no, parang complex yung tanong. But really it's a very, very simple confidence type of question. This is to gauge how confident you are as a person. So why should we hire you? Diba? this is your opportunity to highlight your strengths, no, as an individual. Whenever somebody asks you this type of question, they want to know or they want to hear aspects of yourself that you are confident at. So, for example, ikaw yung type ng employee na never uma-absent. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? That means you are reliable. So if somebody asks you why we should hire you, you can tell them, if you are looking for a reliable team member, I have a proven track record of this. There has been no instance during my tenure or in my career that I have missed a day of work. And mga tipong ganyan, bibigyan ka ng bragging rights window. So you should capitalize on this. So highlight your strengths. I'm a team player. This is a common question. Common answer. Guess na yan. But it works because if the potential client actually has a team, and then you say that you are a team player and you know how to blend in and you know how to complement the strengths and weaknesses of a team, then it makes you invaluable to them as a candidate. So baka ma-shortlist ka agad pag mga ganun. In-highlight mo ng maayos kung bakit kanila dapat i-hire for you being a team player. Now, there are other answers to this. Kasi ako lang naman, sagot ko lang naman kasi dito is, why should we hire you? If somebody asks me this question, my answer would be, if you are looking for a person who will be engaged with your business and treat it as his own, I'm your guy. If you are looking for a person who has your back through ups and downs of your business, I'm that guy. If you want a person who would be able to innovate some processes for your team with the goal of improving your existing ones, I am that guy. So yun lang, ganun ko lang siya sasagutin. Now, there is a trick question to this, the reverse. So some interviewers will ask, why should we not hire you? Yeah, that's the trick question to this. So bakit daw hindi ka nila i-hire? Or sige, that is just the reverse, no? The concept or the flow is basically the same. So basing on my answers earlier, ang sasagot ko dito, if you are not looking for a person who is reliable, then do not hire me. If you are not looking for a person who will have your back through the ups and downs of your business, then do not hire me. Yeah. So it's just that. Trick question lang siya. So hindi kayo dapat hindi kayo dapat marattle kapag nilagyan ng konting trickiness yung ganitong type of question during an interview. It's still a matter of highlighting your strengths. It's just adding the word not. Do not hire me if you don't want a guy who has the skills that fit the role requirement. Yep. Okay, hopefully that helps.
Yep. Thank you so much. At wala pong sasagot na because you're hiring, kukonyotan ko kayo. Not unless you're able to put it in a humor, in a humor way, right? So, ayan. Okay. So, natanong na din daw to kay how do we spell your name? Kairis, or how do we pronounce your Kairis? Your name is so beautiful. Why should we not hire you? Tama. So, okay. Nice. Thank you so much, Coach Marcus. All right. Etong next question na to would be, you would need to make sure that you have an idea and you do your research on your free time. Okay? So what are the list of tools you are knowledgeable with? So, aralin nyo na yan. Some of the list that we can give you would be helium-10. Yan. Pwedeng helium-10. Type ko na dito so you can check on it on your free time. Helium-10, Jungle Scout. Yan. Tapos, yung mga Amazon PPC ng mga tools, which is pwedeng PPC Ninja, Pwedeng quartile, pwedeng, ano ba Coach Marcus? Perpetua, pa ba? Ano yun? Ad Badger ba yun?
Scale insights.
Oh yeah, Scale Insights.
Seller
Yeah.
board.
So, marami pa actually. You can just go ahead and do your research. Type nyo lang sa Google. It will be just Amazon PPC tools. Kipa, yan. Yes. Anything under Helium 10, marami din sila. Keyword tools, yes. Definitely keyword tools because they would need to
Merchant
understand
words.
and know. Meron pa bang merchant words? Tagal kong hindi nagamit.
Meron pa. Buhay pa. Merchant words.
Buhay pa. Oh, yeah.
Jungle
So,
Scout.
keyword tools, yes, kasama siya. Kasi part of Amazon PPC is targeting the keywords na ginagamit ng mga potential consumers na bibili ng products mo. Nahanapin mo na sila bago pa sila mag-click. So, you can be there when they search for it. Okay? So, hindi na natin ano yun na to. May mga free tools, merong mga YouTube on how to actually navigate their tools. Kasi yung iba may bayad, yung iba may free naman na 7 days. So, find your way around it so that when you get asked of this, you can say that you're already knowledgeable. Wag lang nilang tanungin na what list of tools do you have experience with? Kasi that's a different question. Okay? So, okay. One last. Ready? One last? O wag na. One last o wag na? One last. Alright. So, one last question is, ito na yung mga biglang, Coach, hindi ko alam kung paano sasagutin to. Paano? More 5. But this is a good question from Roland, no? As a first timer, madali po ba i-learn ang tools if not so techy? Yes, actually. For me, yes. Kahit hindi techy. Anong take mo dito, Coach Marcus?
Alam mo kasi, when it comes to these types of tools, regardless kung Amazon man yan or ibang type ng tool or ibang industry, one of the goals of developers is to make their tool user-friendly. So more and more of the potential market they want to tap that would use their tool, mas malaki yung accessibility ng tool nila. Kaya I would say it depends on your technical skill. Then there will be a certain difficulty in trying to pick up yung nuances ng isang type of tool. But again, in light of the user-friendliness of these tools, it's just a matter of familiarizing yourself with the functions, the UI or user interface. Kapag alam mo na kung saan ka pupunta, alam mo na kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga functions ng tool, you would understand the gist of its power and you would be able to utilize it effectively. It takes time. There are questions of free tools. Again, as Coach Dean mentioned, some are free, some are paid. Obviously, the paid tools offer much more functionality. Yung mga free tools, merong limits to how much you can use them. So that's how they make money through subscriptions. So yeah.
Great. All right. For the final question, ito na. How much is your rate? Sige nga, bago natin pasagutin si Coach Marcus. How much ang sasabihin yung rate? Type it in the chat box. I wanna see. How much is your rate? Ano to? Linawin nyo kung per hour or fixed or whatever, ha? $3 per hour kay Rupert. As a beginner, magkano, Mary Ann? Higher than I... wag na kayo ng ano. Ayan, nagbirinaw na ni Patrick. $25 per hour. Femi, $10 per beginner. $1,500 USD per month. Ayan, $15 per hour. $10, 15 hours. $3 to $4 for beginner. Okay. Now, guys, before we continue, I want you guys to see the chat box right now. You will see na iba-iba tayo ng idea or ng tinatawag natin na mental wallet. Okay? So this goes for any one of us. Kasi probably baka mababa kay Coach Marcus yung amount na binibigay nyo or probably mataas. It depends on the mental wallet. Okay? So that said, talagang wala tayong specific kasi we came from different income ano yung tawag doon? Parang yung
Bracket.
word. Yung bracket. Income bracket. So, the best way to actually answer this is think about your current rate right now. I like na may mga naglagay dito for a beginner that they're happy to start with something small because eventually their rate could be big because it comes with experience. So that could be your starting rate that a little bit higher. So for example, 'di ba? Katulad ko before, happy na ako sa mga 40,000 pesos. So if we actually convert the 40,000 pesos, nasa na yung calculator ko? Ay, lumabas. Ayun, lumabas. Wait lang. Ayan, so lumabas na siya. So sa 40,000 pesos, 1, 2, 3, times magkano? Sabihin natin 55? Tama? Ay, mali. Divided by, ito eh. Hindi nyo ako kinukorek eh. 40, 1, 2, 3. Divided by 55. Tama? So, pwede na tayo sa 727 pesos, dollars and 27 cents. So, divided natin siya by, let's say, 160 hours per month. 160 hours per month. So, sa 40,000 mo, pwede ka nang magsimula sa $4.50. So, yan. So, pwede na as a beginner. And then eventually, as you actually gain your experience, then you can do higher. Pwedeng doblehin nyo kagad. Kung kaya nyo namang sagutin, kaya nyo namang back upan with substance yung mga sagot natin sa interview. Kasi ganyan nag-work yung sa akin. I started with a very, very low rate because my main goal is to start my career. I don't care how much. As long as the next call or discovery call that I will have, masasabi ko may experience na ako. At least, kumbaga, nailagay mo na yung paa mo doon sa gusto mong path. Tama? Tama o tama? Yes, Google Oras talaga. Kasi what you are paying for or what you're trying to focus is the potential in the long run. How long is that long run? I have students who actually did it in 3 months. Who did it ayan, nagko-comment sila sa Facebook natin ngayon. And then we also have students who did it in a year or in 2 years. Less than what I did. So, that's great, right? So, yes, experience muna and then madali na mag-demand ng rate. So, gusto na ba natin marinig si Coach Marcus on how he will be answering this question? Yes! Ang bilis si Gerald, no? Gerald, nararamdaman kita hanggang dito sa Farview. Coach Marcus,
Okay.
take it away.
How much is your rate? Okay. We have what we call rules of negotiation. Pag ito na yung tanong, you have just entered the negotiation phase of your interview when somebody asks you how much is your going rate for your services. Now, your general rule of thumb for negotiations is that it should be win-win. Hindi win-lose, hindi lose-win, but win-win or lose-lose. No, hindi ganun. So when we say win-win situation, it has to be something that your potential client can accommodate and something that you are actually happy about. So katulad na sinasabi ni Coach Dean kanina, the good way, if you are a beginner, the good way to calculate your potential rate for the client is based on your monthly expenses currently. maybe just a little higher than your monthly expenses, just so it makes sense to transition. Kasi diba, if you're earning 30,000 a month and then nag-transition ka dito and then you're gonna earn a little less than that, paano ka mabubuhay, right? So there has to be a minimum benchmark for your income, and it has to be able to sustain your monthly expenses habang nag-gain ka ng experience sa panibagong industriya. Now, when it was my time to answer this kind of question, back then I was earning $4.25 an hour for my services. Hindi pa sa ano yun, hindi pa sa Amazon PPC yun. It was for a chat support service. So, sabi ko, if I'm gonna transition to this kind of industry, it has to make sense. So, dinagdagan ko lang ng konti. So, from 4.25, ginawa kong $6 an hour. At sabi ko dun sa nag-interview sa akin, when this question was asked, sabi sa kanya, the rate for my services and what I bring to the table is a minimum of $6 an hour. Nothing more, nothing less. If you're gonna offer me a little lower than $6 per hour, then I'm not gonna accept your offer. Straight up, sinabi ko sa kanya. And when that interviewer came back to me, I got my $6 an hour starting rate for the PPC. And from there, as I spent the next 6 months working for their company, they gave me a raise. And then another 6 months later, they gave me another raise. And then a year after that, they gave me another raise. So, na-triple ko yung rate ko na yun sa kanila. I was able to achieve at least almost $18 an hour sa kumpanya na yun. Which is big.
Wow.
Kasi you only need about $13 an hour in order for you to hit your 6 figures a month. That's it.
With what?
Yung pinaka coveted rate natin to earn 6 figures in a month is $13 an hour. Once you get there, 6-figure earner ka na buwan-buwan.
Yes. Okay. Inspiring for everyone. So it doesn't matter how you start, no? Just gain the experience, and then kumbaga ano muna ang pinakalinya namin dyan sa community namin is give value and money will follow. Okay, so give
Yes.
value because Coach Marcus gave a lot of value, money follows. Okay, so technically it is the kumbaga, ano ba yung word na, naubusan ako ng word, nakakaloka. Yes. So, kumbaga, ang gusto ko sabihin ay, nakalimutan ko na yun, basta. Bigay lang tayo ng value and hindi na natin iisipin. Oh yeah, okay. It's about the world of being abundant. So you don't have to think about na, ano ba yan, bibigyan ko ng value, tapos ito lang yung babalik sa akin na pera. Hindi agad yan. Remember, what you sow, you harvest. Tama? So, bakit? Kapag ba nagtanim ka ngayong araw, makukuha mo rin ba yung tinanim mo? Hindi, di ba? It takes time. So, work on it as soon as you can. Kung pwedeng simulan mo na bukas, simulan mo na ngayon, then you will reap the benefits in a matter of months and a couple of years. Right?
And that's why I said kanina that it's important that when you give your number, it should be something that you are happy about. Kasi ideally, it should be a number that can sustain you month on month. Pagka nagbigay kayo ng number. Nothing too ambitious, nothing too large, nothing that doesn't make sense for the client and yourself. It should be something that can sustain you for your expenses, monthly expenses, until you get to a point where your mastery of your skill is already up there and you can start demanding for more. Kasi when you master something or when you get good at something, your efficiency doing that something increases, right? So what normally takes you 4 hours to do, once you get better, may take you 3 hours in the next session, 2 hours or so. And if you have truly mastered your skill, it may take you an hour at most to complete a 4-hour task. So may ganung aspect when we're talking about the skill-based skill. Yung aspect na yun is something that can help you drive your rates upward.
Yep. Okay, thank you very much, Coach Marcus. Ayan. So, all right, guys. Sino pa ang gustong matuto? Type me in the chat box. I wanna see. Come on. All right. So, can I actually share with you about the program that I and Coach Marcus created for our